morning. Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America. And hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Melbourne, Australia. And if you need to get in touch with me, you can do that here. My blog and my website with links to all kinds of resources is at nancysniftynotes.com. And you can email me at nancy@nancysniftynotes.com. If you have questions or comments about what I do today or any other day or on my blog or anything, feel free to reach out. If you need a demonstrator and you're in Australia, I'm happy to do that for you. If you need a demonstrator and you're elsewhere in the world, I am happy to help you locate one who is in your market and offering what you want. I also wanted to remind you that we are getting ready for Celebration, which is very exciting. It starts on the 7th of January and goes through the end of February. I can't show you inside either of these yet, but for every $100 Australian that you spend, you will be able to choose an item out of here. There are a couple of items in here that require a $200 spend. So if you spend $300, you could get one $200 item and one $100 item, or three $100 items. You can see how that works. They're very cute in here. Limited time only available during those 2 months. And then we're also premiering, so on the 7th of January, this new mini catalog that has lots of other very pretty and fun things. And again, I can't show you anything inside there, but I have a couple of things that are arriving probably today, maybe tomorrow. So I may give you a sneak peek the next time I am live. So let's get into the projects for today. I've got two really pretty simple cards to make. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is if you are joining me either during my live broadcast or on the replay, please say hello in the comments. I see them whether you're watching live on Facebook, replay on Facebook, or replay on YouTube. And I love to see what you have to say. And as I go, sometimes I ask for your input on things. So yeah, it's fun to know who's here. We can do a little chatting. Today I'm using two unrelated products, but I think they work really well together. One is this Sweet Peas stamp set, and we like puns in my family, so you make me happy, hello grumpy, welcome sweet pea, happy birthday. I've done one or two cards with this, but not played with it as much as I want, so I thought it'd be fun to pull it out today. I'm kind of over doing Christmas cards and Christmas things. I have a few more to do just because I like to get stuff used up. Oh, hello Gladys, thanks for joining me today. But I wanted to move on. We're having bright, cheerful, summery day. So I pulled out this bright, cheerful, full of life designer series paper, and it is definitely full of life. Lots of bright colors, lots of fun patterns. And you've seen me use this in a project or two before, but I have a lot of it left, obviously. So the first one I'm going to do is super fast and simple. And what I have done is I've cut off part of this piece of designer series paper, and for the A4 cardstock, if you trim down the margins just a bit, the white border, you can get that full run right across your cardstock like that. So that's what I did, and I think he's funny. He makes me laugh. And I am just going to stamp him right here on this square of the designer series paper. And I've got a dog wanting to bust into my craft room here. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. We have all the windows open, so it could just be wind or somebody opening something downstairs. Anyway, I think he's cute. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I'm so glad the card arrived too, Gladys. Yeah, I last year I didn't send out any Christmas cards to American friends or family, I think. With the move and everything, it just didn't happen. Some years are like that. So let me see if I can get this so you can see it. I think that's really fun. And I was going to put it on there. And when I keep opening and closing this pad. And I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on so I know where it is. And I'm using my grid paper to help get it as straight as possible. Sorry, let me actually close that so it doesn't keep bumping. There we go. I have a feeling I'm going to want that up. Let's hear it for liquid glue. Okay, so there's that. And then I've got the Hello Grumpy sentiment here. Make sure it's well inked. And there it is. And I was going to leave it just like that. Now, you could put whatever you wanted on the inside. I think it could be fun to say, hello, Grumpy, and then put these guys in here and say, you know, happy birthday, or put these in here and say, you make me happy, or you could just put them in there to be making funny faces or whatever. But right now I'm going to leave it like that because I don't know what I want to do with it besides make this. That cracks me up. So that's card one. I'm going to put that aside and bring things in to make another card. So here's another piece of the Designer Series paper, the Full of Life Designer Series paper. And I haven't quite decided if I want to have a border or have it fit the whole front of the card. So I haven't cut it down full. But what I'm going to do is bring in a circle to go there. And this is from Stylish Shapes. I also have, and this is just in my stash on my desk because we did some cards recently where people cut those out and they weren't being used on the card. So I just collected them and held on to them. I also have one of these. And I've got this pair of sweetheart peas, sweet peas. And I have this sentiment, the You Make Me Happy. And I've put it on my block. And what I did was I put my block like that. And I looked through there and stuck the sentiment down following the curve of either circle. And I'm trying to decide which circle to use. What do you think? Gladys, you want to weigh in? 1 is Spotlight on Nature, 2 is Stylish Shapes. So 1 or 2. This is going to the eye doctor again. See if Gladys is still with me here. She has an opinion. I'm also looking at it on my video feed because you get a different perspective when you're looking at it from right above and at more of a distance. Yeah, I can't quite tell. Anyhow, let's pick one. Let's do that one just for fun. I'm going to start with the sentiment because that's kind of like the key placement thing. And be careful when it's off center. It's really easy to pick up everywhere. There we go. You make me happy. Did you wait to see what I chose and then chime in? And my computer is doing this thing again where it tells me it's ended, but I know it hasn't. Okay, and now let's stamp these peas in their pod. My homemade, my repurposed uninked foam pad with Memento Tuxedo Black, and it's squishier, and so you have to be careful when you're paperwork. But I makes it better, especially where it's so dark and thick. It's better. You have to trust me on that, I guess, than the regular Memento pad. Actually, I can go ahead and stamp it and show you how much better it is. Maybe. And it may not be that much better, but we'll see what you think. Oh, yeah. Ugh. That may be some user error too, but we'll see. Yeah, it's not bad. But the other is better. Okay, so let's put that one aside and we'll color this one. What I'm gonna do is, I've got Lemon Lime Twist and Granny Apple Green, and I am gonna start with the dark, and I'm just gonna outline her face with the dark Lemon Lime Twist, and then this is the light one. I'm just gonna come in and I'm blending in from the from that dark, and I'm building up, I'm keeping it lightest in the center. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Granny Apple Green on the other pea guy, I suppose he is. And you'll see I don't know what you can see, but I can see that there's a pretty strong line between the two. And I'm trying to work quickly here so that it doesn't dry out too much. But if you keep blending it, and then with this one being darker, if you come in with a light lemon lime twist, that's really going to do a nice job of blending them all together. This is the light. I'm going to just... It's just the faintest little bit. Again, I don't know how much you can see it. I'm going to try to bring it up here. Help if I get it in front of the camera. There, now I think you can see it where I touched on there. Okay. And now for the pea pod. I've got Shy Shamrock and Shaded Spruce. And these colors I'm pulling from the designer series paper that I'm using. They tell you all the colors right here on the back. So I'm going through and pulling the colors that I can tell are in here. And that's Shy Shamrock, Shaded Spruce, Shy Shamrock. And a lot of these colors are pretty related. They're just kind of tones of the same, shades of the same tone. I really need to learn that. So I think I'm going to do Shy Shamrock and do the same kind of deal here. I'm going to start with the dark. And go around the edge. And come in with the light. That's what it says. Now that didn't get so much shading, I think. So I'm going to come back in with the dark and add another layer of dark around at least some of it. That's the nice thing about these, is that you can add more color where you think you want it. I think that's a little bit harsh transition at this end. So I'm gonna, this is my light again. There we go. And now I'm just gonna bring in the dark shaded spruce on this stem end. I don't feel a need to do a bunch of shading on that. And then this is my balmy blue. I'm gonna do the heart. I don't really want, I mean, I want it to be different from the peas, but I don't really want it to be like this totally different color that's not in the designer series paper. So I'm pulling the blue tone. So that's going to go on there. So now I have to decide, do I want to leave a border? I think not, because I really want it to be pow right out of there. So I'm going to, you can see I've left it long, and I will show you how I deal with that in a moment. So I'm going to get my liquid glue on there. Like so. And then the easiest way is to just tap it down. Oh, see, I got my liquid glue a little bit. Oh, no, maybe not. Let's get it all the way down. Come on, guys. All the way. Come on, you line up perfectly. I know you do. Too skimpy on the glue. It's this thing where you have to get enough glue that it slides and not so much that it looks bad. See? There, I got it. Okay, let me bring in my paper trimmer real fast and show you guys. So now I can open that up and line that up right there. Slice that off nice and neat with the bottom of the card. And it's gorgeous. Again, that's going to go right there. Now, my last question is, keep it really, really clean or add a bit of ribbon. What do you guys think? You want to weigh in? No ribbon. I think I agree with that. Do we want a couple of blingy things on there? You can think about that while I put this on with some dimensionals. Again, sometimes clean and simple just needs to be really clean and simple and not have extra stuff. And sometimes it's just nice. Okay, so there's that. Okay, is it just hard to see the bling? I have other options for it too. Where are we here? There we go. There's lemon lime twist ones. I think that would be better if I did any. course, I could do just plain. Here. What do we think? I kind of like the plain rhinestones. Is it hard to see? I feel like my light isn't very good on here for some reason, but and they go with everything. Okay, let's try some. Yep, I like that. You like it without the bling? Yeah, I like it both ways. I think I'll have to make a second one. One with and one without. This one's the stepped up one because it's got the decorative edge and that. And I'll make another one with the plainer edge and no bling. How's that? And then you can decide. That's what I have for you. I have that one. That is it for today. Let's see, next week it is Christmas Day. The week after that, do one on. So it will be, let's see here. Sorry, get my calendar up here. I didn't quite plan this out right. And of course, my calendar's being difficult. So, Tuesday, the 7th of January in the US, that I will next go live. I might pop on sooner to do a sneak peek of some stuff. Kind of depends on what's going on here. Glenn is on leave. Not sure what we're doing. While he's off, I will be traveling a little bit in January. We're going to go to Tasmania. Doing and see what happens. If you miss me live because I've popped on, then you can always watch the replay. So thanks for joining me today. Remember, if you need celebration or mini catalog or annual catalog, get in touch with me, Nancy at nancysniftynotes.com. I'm happy to send them out to you if you're here in Australia. Get in touch with me if you need them and you're somewhere else, and I'll help you find someone else. And yeah, have a great end of the year and Happy New Year, and I will see you then. Bye.